Welcome once again to that primetime show, Pigskin Facts, History and News. I am your host of hosts, Fred Watson Jr. Hope you've had a good week. Welcome back. Those of you that are faithful watchers and subscribers, thank you very much, Skins Nation. Much love back to you. If this is your first time watching, hit that red button that says subscribe. And if you have any comments or if you have anything that you would like to add, comments, thoughts, ideas, scroll down at the bottom in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. Okay, first we're going to start off today. We're going to start off with some trivia questions, and I have some pretty good ones. So if you're one of those people that are good in trivia as far as Redskin history, and perhaps you'd like to give the answers to the three questions that I give, scroll down at the bottom and put it in the comment section. All right. First question. What year did the First Ladies of Football, aka the Redskinettes, debut? What year did the First Ladies of Football, also known as the Redskinettes, what was their debut? What year? Number two, what year did Vince Lombardi coach the Redskins? Yes, the legendary Vince Lombardi, who the Super Bowl trophy is named after. He actually coached the Redskins. What year did Vince Lombardi coach the Redskins, and what was their record behind his coaching regime? And finally, number three, what was the first ever Monday Night Football game that the Redskins ever played? When was it? When was the first ever Monday Night Football game that the Redskins ever played, and who was it against? I will have the answers to these questions on the next segment. And next, we're going to go to facts. Of course, this show is called Pigskin Facts, History and News. So we're going to go in that chronological order. And next, Pigskin Facts. Longest kickoff returns in Redskin history. Brian Mitchell versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, January 15th, the year 2000. He ran a kickoff return back 100 yards. Mike Nelms versus the Dallas Cowboys, another great kickoff returner in Redskin history during the early 80s. He ran one back 76 yards against the Dallas Cowboys, January 22nd, 1983. And lastly, one of the longest kickoff returns in Redskin history, it was Leslie Duncan versus the San Francisco 49ers, December 26, 1971. He ran it back 67 yards. Okay, longest punt returns in Redskins history. We're going to go back to January 2nd, 1993. Brian Mitchell ran a punt back 54 yards against the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, here's an iconic one. I'm sure you old Redskin head fans remember this. Darrell Green against the Chicago Bears, January 10th, 1988. He ran it back 52 yards. And as you remember, he ran that kick return back 52 yards. That was a pivotal play in the divisional playoff game against the Chicago Bears that catapulted the Redskins into the championship game against the Minnesota Vikings. He ran it back 52 yards, and you remember he was holding his ribs on that play, and he hurdled a Chicago player on the way to that touchdown. And finally, Nick Giaquinto against the Los Angeles Rams, January 1st, 1984. Ran it back 48 yards against the Rams. Longest punt returns. Brian Mitchell, 54 yards. Darrell Green, 52 yards. And Nick Giaquinto, 48 yards. Okay, we're going to go to our history section. It's going to be short today, just like the facts were. The year was 1981. And the Redskins had fired Coach Jack Pardee after the 1980 season where the Redskins had 6 wins and 10 losses. They went 6-10. Uh, the franchise was a losing culture at the time, so they hired new head coach Joe Gibbs, who is now known as a legend in the nation's capital. And that year, that inaugural season, 1981, as you all remember, you old Redskin head fans, myself included, they started out the year kind of like our team is now. They were in disarray. They were 0-5. But the crazy part about that team back then was they had the number one offense in the NFL. The number one offense in the NFL. And they started their first 5 games without a win. They were 0-5. And which started out to be a disastrous season. And the Redskins finally got a grip. They won their first game after that against the Chicago Bears, 24-7. And they won 8 of their last 11 games. And the 3 losses coming to playoff bound teams. So they remained in the playoff race until the very last week of the regular season. So they turned it around. It was a rebound year for the Redskins. And it was Coach Gibbs' first season. And that season right there laid the foundation for future Redskin teams that went to 3 Super Bowls, winning 3 times. So the following season, this season laid the groundwork. They finished the regular season 8-8. And they went into the next season, strike-shortened season, but they finished in first place in the NFC East, and they went on to go to the Super Bowl and win it the next year. So that's our history lesson of today, the 1981 Redskins hiring of Coach Joe Gibbs. They started out 0-5, but they finished up strong, winning 8 of their last 11 games to finish the season at a 500 mark, 8-8. And that is our history for the day on the Redskins. Okay. Recent news, the Redskins signed offensive lineman Travis Vorncall to the practice squad. Wide receiver Cam Sims has been promoted to the active roster. Wide receiver Darvin Kidsey has been signed to the practice squad. Of course, you remember him in preseason, and Cam Sims as well, a couple of names from the preseason. As of yesterday, Coach Jay Gruden, still not saying who started quarterback, said after the practice Thursday that he's getting closer to deciding on a quarterback from among Colt McCoy, Case Keenum, and first-round draft pick Dwayne Haskins, but wants to wait at least another day. Well, it's another day. It's Friday, and Coach Gruden made his decision. And as of right now, Colt McCoy has been named the starting quarterback against the New England Patriots on Sunday. So that's all the news that I have, latest Redskins news that I have. Our shining moment, our gem of the day. Short and sweet. 16 years ago, September 28th, 2003 at FedEx Field, the Redskins were a struggling team. And the New England Patriots happened to be coming to town that week. And from the game that I actually saw, there was a surprise happening. New England, of course, was favored in that game. That was the same year that they went on to win the Super Bowl, 2003. And they came into FedEx Field, and the Redskins, they ran into a buzzsaw. They ran into a surprise. And the Redskins actually dominated the game for 3 full quarters. And they were leading 20-3 in the fourth quarter. And Tom Brady began to engineer his team back, led his troops back, and they scored 2 quick touchdowns. And he led the near comeback, but on their last possession of the game, driving in the Redskins' territory, time running out, about a minute left in the game, safety Ifeanyi Ohalete broke up a 4th down pass by quarterback Tom Brady, and it sealed a 20-17 Redskins win, an upset of the New England Patriots. How beautiful that would be if the Redskins can pull that off now. Okay, we're gonna take a look at the Redskins Patriots injury report, and we're gonna look at that in just a minute. Okay, we're gonna take a look at the Redskins Patriots injury report and limited participation for the Patriots. Running back Rex Burkhead, he has a foot injury. Safety Patrick Chung dealing with a heel injury. Safety Nate Ebner is dealing with a groin injury. Wide receiver Julian Edelman suffered a chest injury. Not sure if he's going to play or not. Wide receiver Josh Gordon dealing with a knee. Linebacker Dante Hightower dealing with a shoulder injury. Full participation, defensive end Michael Bennett, who had been dealing with a shoulder injury. He practiced Thursday. And the New England Patriots, as far as the did not participate list, they have no players listed. The Redskins that did not participate in practice, tight end Vernon Davis suffering a concussion. Linebacker Josh Harvey Clemens, hamstring. Cornerback Josh Norman, a knee. Tight end Jordan Reed, still on concussion protocol. Guard Brandon Sheriff, dealing with an ankle injury. Limited participation in practice. Case Keenum, he wore a boot on Sunday's game on his foot. Still dealing with that issue. Wide receiver Terry McLaurin, a hamstring. He had limited participation. That's an improvement from last week because he did not participate. Center Case Roulier, dealing with a knee. He had limited participation. Full participation in practice. Defensive tackle Matt Ioannidis with a foot, was dealing with a foot, and defensive tackle Deron Payne with a knee. And we definitely need those two guys. Need those two guys back. Okay, the Redskins and Patriots. The Redskins lead the all-time series 6-4, and the Patriots have won the last 3 games to pull the series to 6-4 out of the 10 games that they have played. So we're going to take a look at the Redskins offense against the Patriots defense. The Redskins lead the NFL in a category that me as a fan am not proud of, but we lead the NFL in interceptions thrown at 7. The Patriots defense leads the NFL in interceptions with 10. So they have twice as many picks as the next best defense in the NFL. 10 after 4 games. That's impressive. So that tells me that they have a no-fly zone. So somehow, some way, we're gonna need an equalizer. We're gonna need not one equalizer, but 2 equalizers. But the problem is we can't get a hold of Denzel Washington. So our options right now look dim and bleak. So that's probably out. But we're definitely going to need a miracle to win this game. The Patriots defense, actually, from what I understand, they haven't even allowed a offensive touchdown. I think the game where they played the Jets scored 2 touchdowns, but that happened to be on defense. Actually, last week the Patriots gave up 1 touchdown to the Buffalo Bills. But out of 4 games, that's mightily impressive. And we're going to have to play a flawless game on offense if we're to do anything against this defense. So we're going to have to play penalty free. But I don't think we have the discipline to do it. Be a miracle if we could, and it'd be nice. So, I mean, it remains to be seen. But we're going to have to play penalty free. We're going to have to convert on third downs on offense. We're going to have to run the ball at some point against the Patriots. So we're going to have to mix it up, and somehow we're going to have to control the line of scrimmage. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm just telling you the keys to what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to score early and often, and we're going to have to consume the time clock and keep on offense and keep Brady off the field. So that's pretty much. Sorry about that bug on my helmet. So pretty much that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to try to keep Tom Brady off the field and control the clock with the running game, mix it up, play action pass. What was working for us in the Chicago game might not work for us against the Patriots. Bill Belichick is a master of using your strengths against you. He's a master of taking away what you're strong in on offense. So this is really going to be the biggest challenge. We're coming against one of the greatest coaching minds in NFL history. So good luck, my Skins. Good luck Sunday. That's all I can say. Washington's receivers could continue to find some separation, but New England will hit Washington with a bunch of different looks. You can guarantee that, because Belichick is going to have his pencil in his ear and his pad in his hand, and he's going to be looking and he's going to be writing. He's a master of adjusting. So they're going to hit us with different looks to make sure we don't become too predictable. So we're just going to have to keep an eye on quarterback Colt McCoy. He's come back from the injury on his leg, and we're going to see what it do. We're going to see what happens. Redskins defense against the Patriots offense. Wow. Well, let's see. There is a mountain between us. There is a mountain between us. And what do I mean by that? There is a mountain between the Redskins defense and the Patriots offense. And that mountain is efficiency. The Patriots are not perfect. They're not untouchable, but they're efficient. The Redskins defense, not efficient. Deficient. We lead the league in allowing opposing offenses to convert on third down. So third downs, conversions, and efficiency, as well as penalties. We're very bad in all those areas. And that is the mountain between us, between them and them. So what do we do about it? What do we do about it? We're going to have to hold the football hostage on offense. We're going to have to stay on the field, keep the Patriots off the field. When the Patriots get the ball, somehow, some way, I don't know how, Tom Brady is a quarterback surgeon. He's a general surgeon behind that offensive line. And he's going to operate. We are going to have to get him off the field on third downs. We're going to have to force him in the third and long situations. And even then, Brady is so dangerous, he's still efficient when it comes to even third and longs. He's a dangerous quarterback. He's considered one of the greatest quarterbacks of the game. So that in itself is going to be a challenge. So we're going, like I said, we're going to have to kidnap the football. It's going to have to be taken. Turnovers on our side is going to have to be taken. Pressure on the quarterback, sacks, is going to have to be taken. Offense, when we have the ball, running the ball, advancing the ball, 10 yards or 8 yards here, 7 yards there, it's going to have to be taken. The short passing game, if we're efficient in that and it works, going to have to be taken. Third down conversions, we've got to be efficient, going to have to be taken. Score as early and often and as much as we can. The lead by us must be taken. So we're going to have to maintain in all of these areas. But the Patriots offense is not untouchable, like I said, this year, but they've been efficient as always under Coach Bill Belichick. And Tom Brady is still the engineer of it all. Bill Belichick is the mastermind. Tom Brady is the engineer, and we're going to have to stop him. We're going to have to stop him. Efficiency is the Patriots' strength on offense, and it just so happens that efficiency is Washington's Achilles heel or weakness on defense. So one could say that the Redskins defense enables efficiency for any offense it comes across, and that's a bad thing to say about our team, but it's true. And so far this season, the Redskins are allowing a conversion rate of 87.2% on third downs. That is straight up horse hockey. Ridiculous. That's a dumpster fire for disaster. It's a garbage can full of horse manure. Crap. It's horrible. And we've got to change that. Washington is allowing opposing offenses to march down the field free with their last shot, meaning if it's third and long, if it's third and short, the other team is still converting. They're still converting. And it's keeping our defense on the field. It wears the defense out eventually, and the other team marches down the field and scores points. And it keeps our offense on the sideline. So look for the Patriots to try to explore. They're going to try to explore more of that come Sunday. Now, I will say this. The last two games in the second half, sure, we got blown out by the Giants by 21 points. And we got spanked by the Bears. But in the second half of those last two games, the defense has actually played marginally better. And I failed to mention that on the last segment, and I wanted to say that. I didn't give myself the opportunity, but I'm bringing it up now that the Redskins defense, the last two games in the second half, have shut down their opponents. As you recall, that Monday nighter against the Bears, they had 28 points in the first half, and they held them to a field goal in the second half. Against the Giants, it was, I believe it was 14-3 at halftime, and they did score a pick six on defense in the second half, but the Redskins defense held the Giants to a field goal. So the last two games in the second half, we have held our opponents to only 6 points, 2 field goals. It's pretty good. It's I see that as an improvement, as a bright spot, if there's any, which are very few on our team this year. But that is one bright spot that they can build off of, that they've gotten stronger in the second half of. They've made some kind of maybe they've made some kind of adjustments and whatever they've done from halftime to the second half, maybe they can keep that trend going and not just do it in the second half, but for full games, and that defense can improve. There's still room for improvement on the defense. The year is not over. Well, technically speaking, from a playoff standpoint, yes, but from a improving as the year goes on as a team and getting better and gelling together, it's not over. So there's 12 games left, and hopefully the defense can build on that. Okay, my score prediction. I am going to close this out. My score prediction. I usually roll with my team no matter what. Hold the guns. But let's be realistic here. We got the Super Bowl champions coming to town. And yes, I understand any team can get beat on any given Sunday. It's very possible. And I'm willing to believe that my team will do that. But I'm going to give an honest to God opinion on the score prediction. I really don't like it. And I know you won't like it when you hear it. But let's be realistic. We have the number one team in the NFL. They're ranked number one, and they're playing better than anybody. And we're at the bottom playing the worst. So my prediction for Sunday is going to be New England 41, Washington 17 in a whitewash. Do I want that to happen? No. Would I like the opposite to happen by some kind of miracle or miracles, plural? Yes. So that is my analysis for the game Sunday. Once again, quarterback Colt McCoy was named the starting quarterback who will play against the Patriots Sunday, and hopefully he can create some havoc. That's all I got, folks. I am going to end it, and this is a very special edition. This is my 20th segment, so this is a landmark for me. Please, would love to hear from you. Share your comments, anything you feel that I can better the show. If you have any thoughts or ideas, please share them, or anything that you'd like to share about Redskin history, or just your thoughts on the game or your predictions. Fill it out in the comment section. Those of you that are watching for the first time, thank you. Those of you that have been watching, much love to you, Skins Nation. Thank you. Keep watching. First time viewers, hit that subscribe button. And once again, I am your host of hosts for that primetime show, Pigskin Facts, History and News. I am your host, Fred Watson Jr., and I will catch y'all on the flip side. Enjoy your weekend and enjoy the game. And until Monday, peace.